Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. We have beautiful photography conditions. The sky is full of clouds, these dramatic clouds that I really like, and my plan is to shoot some awesome photos with the city skyline, Vancouver skyline, with these dramatic clouds on top of the city. Now, I shot the photo like this before. This is the best photo that I have to date of the Vancouver skyline, and this is the photo. City skylines are always better with clouds on top, just to give the photo that dramatism that it needs. I don't know if you can see, but there's also a gap in those clouds over there. If those babies stay the same until blue hour, we're gonna be in for some really cool images. It is a bit early, but it's always better to be early to your shoot location rather than late. So we still have a little bit of waiting to do for sunset and blue hour. So when you're shooting cityscapes, try to photograph them at sunset or blue hour, because that's when they look the best. If you have the luck for the sky to be overcast and cloudy, that's even better. I am lucky today, I can tell you that. Look at that, it's beautiful. You see those light rays coming down on top of the city. That's beautiful, man. I'm gonna take my gear out and try to get a photo of that until it's too late. Sure enough, I was too late. By the time I set my camera up, those light rays were gone. And this is what happens in landscape photography. Everything happens so fast sometimes. They just have to be really quick on the trigger. So I was saying earlier that if you're shooting cityscapes, it's best to do it at sunset or blue hour. My personal preference is blue hour because I like those colors much better than the sunset colors. And during sunset, the city lights are not yet on, but for blue hour, for sure they're on, and that makes the city even more beautiful. The light rays are back again. Oh man, that is spectacular. Let's go again. That is so cool. Oh my god, that's such a good image. Those light rays are just beautiful. As you can see, I have an ND on because I don't like rough water. I like it to be smooth. Look at this beautiful scene. Right above the city, you have those really dark clouds which turn into white and then again into dark clouds at the top of the frame. Just beautiful. I love that. This is a photographer's paradise. When you have this beautiful landscape, or cityscape in my case, with those clouds above, that is just something unbelievable. I don't know what gets you excited, but me, if those clouds stay like that, or there's minimum change happening, we're gonna be in for a real treat, man. So right now I switched to a vertical to incorporate Canada Place, which is the building with those white sails, and also the revolving restaurant, which is that building with the circular top. So as usual, when I'm shooting with an ND filter, I focus first, I frame first, and then put the camera in manual focus, and then put the filter on, and then take the photo like that. And because you're framed and focused, you don't have to worry about that after that. Just press the button as many times as you wish. Let's talk a little bit about framing. So when you're framing these cityscapes, you have all this skyline that goes from left to right, right? So you have two ways of doing it. You can have a wider lens and incorporate the whole skyline left to right. If you have a tighter lens, you can do a panorama, shoot multiple frames and then stitch them together in Photoshop. So you can get the whole city in one frame, or you can zoom in with the zoom lens and pick out certain buildings that you can put in one frame and shoot a different composition like that. Let's see. Wow, that's so beautiful. I was thinking about incorporating this structure here in the photo to put the camera low on the ground and shoot through it, but this thing, it's way too low, it doesn't really work. So I'm just gonna stick here for now, or maybe move a little bit. By the looks of it, those clouds, they go from left to right, so by the time blue hour hits, I'm not too sure if I'm gonna have clouds to work with, because on that side of the sky everything is clean almost. I changed my location, now I'm on the right side of that metal structure. It doesn't change a lot my composition obviously because it's a cityscape, but maybe we can incorporate some foreground element or something. There's an eagle right there. There's a bald eagle in the tree right there. That is so cool. Hopefully I can get it when it flies away. There's a bunch of birds bugging him, like, or her, like flying on top of him. And one crow, two crows that is always on his case over there. Let's see. Right there, right there. For some reason crows don't like bald eagles. And just like that, the cityscape photography session transformed into a wildlife and bird photography session. Sometimes you see these bald eagles flying around here in Vancouver, and this one is a young one because it has a darker color. It's not white and black, it's like a brown with white spots, so it's a youngster. And there's that crow bugging him, man. Let me see if I can film this for you. I'm keeping an eye on the clouds there. I still have some clouds on top. Don't you move! Actually, there were two. There was an adult and a youngster. Now they both flew away. Beautiful, beautiful. I love that. Okay, let's go back to our cityscape. I gotta put the ND back on. Gotta put the undies back on. One thing is for sure, it's gonna be really nice when those city lights come on. So I'm gonna go down where that shelter is. I'm gonna swap my zoom to the 35, which is a beauty of a lens. It's so sharp, and I'm gonna wait patiently for blue hour because we're gonna have nice conditions. The clouds are still there, and it's gonna look good. So I tried the 35 over there in that location. It is too wide. The 70, it is too tight. So I'm changing the location. I'm going a bit further away so I can have more of the city with the 70 millimeters. Well, it looks like I'm back to square one, to my first place. This seems to be working perfectly. I'm far enough for the 70 to get most of the skyline into the frame. Now we just gotta wait patiently for blue hour to come in, make it nice and blue. The city lights are starting to come on beautifully. We're almost there, almost there. The clouds are just moving nicely on the sky, so we're gonna have some really nice movement in the clouds with a longer exposure. So right now I have a frame that I really like, my left frame, and just past the building with the revolving restaurant on the left side, and then on the right side I have a kind of looks like one of the taller buildings in the bunch over there, and that's my frame. So I really like that composition right now. It's nice because when you zoom in you can pick and choose whichever buildings you want to incorporate in your frame. You can go wide, like I said, you can go the whole city. If I go wide, for example, I'll show you on the zoom. There you go, that's my frame for the whole city. And then you can zoom in and pick and choose whichever square you want to photograph. Just get that one building, or maybe there's an interesting cloud formation on top of one building that you want to catch. So in that case, you have to see, will the horizontal work? If the cloud is too high, you might switch to a vertical. So it's all about adjusting your framing and your composition for what you want to shoot.